Welcome into the Lifetime Activity Center at Salt Lake Community College. Dusty Lister and Dane Stewart with you. Week 2 of the Utah Top 50. Our first matchup of our triple header tonight. The Hawai'i Volcanoes taking on the Fort Wayne Fury.
Yeah, interesting matchup because typically volcanoes bring a lot of fury when they erupt. So we'll have to see if this is, pre-eruption, post-eruption. We got 40 minutes of gameplay to figure that out. But, all seriousness, it should be a really fun game. We had some guys that had really impressive week 1s. We're starting week 2. Only 5 days of rest from a Thursday to a Tuesday. But we're back at it for week number 2 and excited to get going.
Yeah, we're looking at this Fort Wayne Fury team. Week 1, on Thursday, was Simon Sua was their go-to guy. As we're going to start first with off of Fury, and it should be a Volcano basketball, and it is. No, they said off-white, go black. So Zach Fisher from Davis High School on the floor, along with Brogan Miles out of Maple Mountain. We mentioned Simon Sua out of Westlake as Miles sends it over to Sua. Corner 3 off the mark, and the rebound to the Lightning.
Isaiah Drisden, we talked about him in week 1. Excited to see his further growth and development. You see him getting the ball up the floor quickly there.
Rosevear couldn't hit the threes. Drisden in the lane, float it short, and the rebound to Sua. Sua sends to the corner. Miles goes baseline, finds the cutting Zach Fisher. Fall away a little too strong. McConkey with the rebound. And McConkey will reverse and score.
McConkey was a guy in week 1 who really impacted the game with his defense. Those long arms, loved going inside to him, using that rim as an extra help there to help create that left-handed shot.
And Drisden on the drive, blocked by his teammate in high school, McConkey, but the loose ball into the hands of Cale Barclay, and we're tied at 2. And here's Isaiah. Sends that one over. It was Isaiah Reiser. Fisher tried to go high-low into McConkey. McConkey again, the mic and drill, and it's McConkey, the back-to-back buckets.
Yeah, I love his attack mode here early on.
He played a little fast last week. Pretty good source there, but he just calms down and the offense would come. It was a good halftime get that we were able to receive, as that 3 is good, and that's 5 points for Cale Barclay.
Yeah, nice start for the Harriman Mustang. Has good length, showing he's got some extended range to his offensive game as well. I feel like McConkey's a young man that whenever we've seen him, probably we've seen more of his defensive input, and that's why I love seeing him contribute offensively here early on, because with his size, I think he can be a really tough matchup on both ends of the floor.
And Sua gets the Kawhi Leonard bounce on that one.
And Sua's going to be in the running for most improved player based on what we saw in week 1, right? We saw Westlake last year, but man, he looks like he's really improved his offensive game and decision-making in the offseason.
That ball goes off the leg of Brogan Miles, and the ball will go to the Volcanoes. You know what's great is that we're seeing this game that's really sped up. We have a shot clock in the state of Utah, which means they're not going to go play for their high school coach that asks them to run in a minute and a half offense at every possession.
Yeah. You know what's unfortunate, though? They're going to get used to playing with this restricted area, and, of course, we don't have that yet. But give it time. Give Dusty another 4 years of his, political recourse, and we'll get it figured out.
Hey, we stick with it. As the 3 goes for Brogan Miles, it only took 16 years to be begging.
Brogan Miles had a big week 1. He was probably the kid that was maybe the most impressive for me in terms of coming in with
that second half.
Not much knowing of his game, but man, he was fantastic, and a nice 3 there.
John Rosevear misses on the 3, and the ball will go back to the Fort Wayne Fury.
We don't get to see it a lot of Maple Mountain.
We don't. Years past, we did get to see quite a bit with Jaron Hall and that crew, and Paulson. That kid could shoot. Went on to play baseball at UVU. As that ball goes out of bounds and back to the Volcanoes. Drisden. Fall away in the key, a little too strong. Rebound to Fisher.
That's a nice job by Miles defensively. It looked like Drisden maybe had a step, but Miles was able to stay right with him and turn it into a really difficult shot.
And Miles gets D on one end, hits the 3 on the other, and it's a 12-5 lead. Rosevear goes right to the rack. That makes it a 5-point game.
Yeah, nice attack there. Brogan was all over that pass as well, and nearly had an opportunity for a steal.
Isaiah Reiser rolls home a triple. And it's now an 8-point advantage for the Fort Wayne Fury.
You know, people were mocking before the game about another sport that we were watching video of where there was a wall, but I'll tell you, the basketball players tonight scoring very well with a wall behind the rims. That's a little inside play. We'll just have to leave it at that.
We'll just go watch Scott Van Pelt.
You know, it was a basketball facility too, mind you.
Bad beats is the most publicity that your beloved Vandals have gotten since Ron Akey.
It was Rob Akey, number one. Number two, that's a top 5
Still
team.
from Scott Van Pelt.
That's
Van
a top
Pelt just
5
loves
team.
It. Yeah, it is. I'm super excited for you. I really am. Dane just got back from his pilgrimage to Moscow, and he got back here in time.
I'm not going to lie. It's really weird to cheer for a team that wins. I don't really know what to do with it.
Is that a jab? I felt like a jab.
No, not at all. It's a pure like acknowledgement that typically my teams are losers, and we have some confidence in one of my teams. It's awesome.
I forgot what that feels like. On the transition, it is Malachi Spencer off the miss. Here comes Drisdom. Again, 8-point advantage here for the Fury early on. Send it out for 3. Isaiah Bay wide to the right. And the ball will go back to the Fury. Again, if you're just joining us, the first time watching the Utah Top 50, all of our teams are named after old CBA and ABA teams. The Hawai'i Volcanoes and the Fort Wayne Fury. I can't imagine why the CBA didn't work if you had a team on the island.
That's a fair point.
I'm shocked that the league wasn't solvent at the point.
The problem is you probably didn't have passionate enough fan bases willing to make the trip, but if you're going to Hawaii, I don't know why you wouldn't have.
Why
right?
wouldn't you? Yeah. I wonder. Yeah, I bet they played in Maui. It's Chaminade. Try to go up and under, ends up turning that ball over. Here comes Zach Fisher. Fisher gives that one up on the wing. Can't get that one to go, and the rebound into the hands of Spencer.
Been a little helter-skelter here these last couple of possessions.
Malachi sent away by Owen Bowden. And we'll stay here. Now getting a little loose.
Yeah.
In game 1 of our triple header tonight. Spencer will pull for 3. No, and the rebound taken by Bowden. Turns it over. And the 3 is there for Brogan Miles.
I'll tell you, he might be one of my favorite players this year. Right? I mean, there is a steal, quick 3, drills it again. I think he's got 9 points.
Yeah, he's got all 3s. He played some good defense and come back the other way. The take and make for Luke Lillenquist. Young man out of Bountiful. The 3 doesn't fall for Sua.
Got some handles here from Ike Palmer.
Bay, that one has to stay on the same side, and Bay gets it to go. And it's down to a 7-point advantage. Miles, he gives that one up and rotated up top to Fisher, over to Sua. Simon goes inside. We're going to have a foul on the entry. That was on Isaiah Bay. We don't keep track of fouls here. Make sure the kids play.
It was a really nice job of working that ball around to get that entry into the paint for Kranich.
Yeah, Spencer Cranch, a new addition. Young man out of Mountain Ridge, is on the drive and getting the bucket. His number 70, that's Ike Palmer, part of the Twin Towers at Harriman. How is it that Doug Meacham always has 2 big guys on all of his teams?
Well, he's got 3 because you also have Malcolm Johnson.
Oh, that's true,
not in the top 50. He's playing football. Did you catch that on Friday night?
I did not catch that.
Yeah, he's 6'7".
Yeah.
And they list him. They throw him out at wide receiver. Like, he's got some good range to him, but multi-sport athlete there.
Zach Fisher with the lay-in. Got it down to 5, push it back up to a 7-point lead. I did not realize that.
Yeah, you mix in the height they have with what we've seen from Barkley and Palmer. Obviously, Johnson not here, but then you factor in a nice little point guard there as well in Meza. Or excuse me, not Meza. Mulford. He's walking into a pretty good situation at Harriman.
Yeah, and Doug's a pretty good coach.
Yeah.
I think back to those years of Rawson and Andrus, and he had Spencer Johnson and Bailey, Brennan Bailey. And there's a turnover into the hands of Reiser. Isaiah in the lane. Ball kind of stuck to his hand, throws it away. And the ball will go back to the Volcanoes.
That's a crafty pass, but that's a tough pass to, unless you've played with Reiser, that's a tough pass to know he's going to be able to get that away, right? And that's where these types of showcases, for lack of a better term, can be a little disserving to a player.
Sure.
You know, Copper Hill's teammate knows be looking for that basketball, but if you haven't played with Isaiah, you don't realize the skill he has.
And Bay knocks down the three.
He's starting to settle in. That first shot for Isaiah Bay was a touch off, but got the lay-in, now an outside. He's starting to find his rhythm here in this first half.
Inside of 10 minutes left in this first half is Reiser sends that one over to Spencer. Malachi, a little pull-up along the baseline, and it is good.
That's a nice look there. We didn't get to see him last week, but
Malachi?
he wasn't out here, was he?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I don't remember seeing him. It was a good looking Jay.
It was game one.
Okay, all right.
Reiser, oh, nice Euro and finish. Come back quickly the other way and missed it.
That's why you love big men who can run, huh? McConkey getting back.
Yeah, Bowden couldn't get that one to go. Reiser leaves it for Spencer. Malachi for three was short. And the rebound in hands of Bay. Along the baseline, try to send that one out. It's to Ike Palmer, rattles out. And Spencer Krenich brings that one up. Send it inside to McConkey. And McConkey just showing the fundamentals.
You think about where Highland is in 5A. Who's going to deal with him in that region?
That's a great question.
Can have a big year.
Yeah. And there's another missed three. Come back quickly. Luke West. And that's the young man out of Bingham. Luke West had an outstanding year last year. Got hurt going into the playoffs. No, he didn't play in the playoff game.
He was one of their best players last year as a freshman. And we've seen some freshmen, will be sophomores or are sophomores this year, that have been really impressive. Luke West on that list.
I thought we were going to have the stoppage. We did not. It was just the substitution as the rub dunk goes in for Owen Bowden. And again, a 10-point game, 28-18. As our beloved Preston just messed up the clock again. But he thought it was stopping, and Preston didn't hit the go button.
Oh, what a block. Great close there by Palmer.
West drops it into McConkey. And the three back rim, the rebound in the hands of the Volcanoes. Here comes Drisdom. Drisdom pushes it up, sends it out. And the three from Palmer is short. Gets his own rebound, sends it down. And the reverse would not fall for Ike Palmer.
A great seal by West on that drive. Took it away, forced the ball back out, and then able to crash the boards to get the rebound. And on the other end, Luke West going it on, well, showing a little skills on both ends.
That was pretty. Hangs and hits. And while the foul down here is our clock will get resynced up at 7:05. Getting the clock on your screen is unofficial.
That's what happens when two Rams butt heads. You get a foul. Of course, you get to see that in practice, but not.
I expected a better sound, to be honest with you. Have you ever seen it in person?
I think the whistle probably drowned out the sound you were looking for. I have not ever seen it in person.
It is awesome.
Is it?
San Rafael Swell. Oh, yeah.
I don't know what that
ATV
is.
trip.
Oh, okay.
ATV trip down in Emory County. Oh, yeah.
You know, Dusty had to say 5 nice things about Emory a couple weeks ago.
Did not throw that in
one
there.
Of them.
No, but Cleveland Reservoir was, and so was Joe's Valley. Zach Fisher gets that one to go. And my grandma's brick at the Spartan Arena.
Look, he's doing it again. It's unprovoked.
I know.
His heart is softening.
I can't help but mention Grandma Coletti. His little left-handed jumper goes for Sam Lind, and he had a good week one.
Yeah, he did.
I feel like we got to watch Sam Lind grow up, because I think this is his 3rd year at the top 50.
And how about a new coach up at Wasatch as well?
Mm-hmm.
Got a familiar friend taking over the reins up at Old Heber.
You're going to have to remind me. Santiago, right?
No.
No, it's...
Coach McClure.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember everybody. So much movement, and it feels like forever ago because Gus sticks to my head.
Yeah.
As that one tipped away, now in the hands of Reiser. Reiser on the drive and the hang. No, good defense there from Lynn. Didn't get the whistle.
If we're in the regular season, you might get that foul, but not in the top 50.
Braden Larson. That was a quick move to the hole for the Farmington Phoenix. Zach Fisher comes off the screen of McConkey, short on the triple. McConkey with the rebound. Little fall away, goes home. I tell you what, as frustrated as he was about week 1, his week 2 first half has been outstanding.
Yeah, I mean, this has been, I don't want to say a statement, but a bit of a statement. I mean, he's done everything you could ask for offensively. Even when they brought the double team, he's kicking that ball out. He's played a really impressive half.
Nice take and make there by Larson. Back-to-back buckets for him. As the 3 from West won't go. McConkey lost the rebound. Luke West on the move, got the bucket, missed it on the rebound. And then
Guess who?
Little stat stuffer there for McConkey. I got him unofficially with 10 points. As the 3 is good for Sam Lind.
I didn't love that shot from Lind. I thought maybe a little forced, but able to hit it.
I totally forgot that Troy McClure is now at West or Wasatch.
Dan.
I had to do it.
Okay, all right.
You might remember me from such coaching jobs.
I love it. But I was like, I don't want to upset Dan. Dan's been a good friend, a long friend, but Troy McClure, that's gold. That is gold.
That is what we're going to mention every time we talk about Wasatch.
I'm in.
And Coach McClure,
you
might remember him from last week's game against.
You might remember him from previous jobs such as Green Canyon, Roy High School.
Sam Lind off the side. I knew you'd like that one.
Yeah.
If you can't tell, I cracked myself up.
That was a great call.
Back rimmed on that shot. Now the and one here for, that was Larson. How about the back end of this first half for Larson?
I think this got to like a 10-point difference, and it's been a nice surge here by the Volcanoes trying to hang around.
Well, 4-point game. Sua with the blow by, left hand, left it short. On the run now with Drisdom. Drisdom down the lane. Turns it over as Fisher comes away with it.
Yeah, found himself in a really tough spot trying to cut the teeth of a triple team in the paint. Not a lot he could do there.
Hung on a pivot, and the little break did not cool off Brogan Miles. We might have to get down to a Spanish Fort. They're going to play TFU this year.
Yeah.
Blocked from behind there by Fisher. Sticking with it and getting in the bucket there is Cale Barclay. And Sua, nice hands. Larson getting it done on the defense end, and now it'll be back court. So good defense there from the Volcanoes.
Yeah.
A chance to make it a one-possession game.
Yeah, they continue to put the pressure on, try to close this gap. Doing a nice job.
Drisdom sends over to Rosevear. Rosevear's not afraid of the situation. Hits his first 3 of the day, and it's a 1-point game.
Coach Miller smiling. He loves that 3 ball at Cottonwood.
He better get used to shooting with the wall right behind the backboard. Loose ball. Sua gives that one up. Send it back in the corner. Simon Sua short on the 3. Oh, how about the hustle off the back of the iron, and it was Spencer Kranich, young man out of Mountain Ridge.
Hustle's right. Wouldn't give up on the play.
Oh, nice take and make by Drisdom. Back to a 1-point game. Long 3 from Miles, short. And the rebound in the hands of Larson. Chance for the Volcanoes to take a lead. Left that one wide to the left. And the ball will go back to the Furies. We're inside of a minute left in the first half. So Lind will come off the floor as, I believe, it's the young man out of Hunter. Yeah, Dominic Fonolath. Reiser on the drive. Dominic right there with him.
Look at that defensive agility.
Nice hands there from Rosevear, but able to get it back are the Fury. Send it back out to Simon. Miles, Brogan Miles. Miles sends that ball in the corner. Zach Fisher short on the triple. And the rebound and run out from Braden Larson. Chance for Volcanoes to take the lead, and they do. Dominic Fonolath with the layup. And a 1-point lead, and they were trailing by double digits. And Miles fouled, and the shot wouldn't drop, so he'll get one free throw for 2 points.
Boy, the Volcanoes spewing points to close out this half. Been an impressive finish here.
They're as hot as liquid hot magma to close out the half.
Yes.
And the free throw is good, but it will be a 1-point lead for the Fury. But it was the Volcanoes or the Fury at the end of the half. And it's 42-41. You're watching game one of our triple header, here at the Utah Top 50. We'll be right back. Start of the second half. Dusty Lister and Dane Stewart with you. And Dane, that was a fun first half between these two teams.
Yeah, it was. I mean, never would have guessed you had a double-digit difference. Able to get 83 points on the board in 20 minutes. That's what you love about the top 50. This is the final score in some high school games.
Right. Well, didn't get it a lot with the shot clock so much, as Zach Fisher brought it up. But someone that was a proponent but then also said that it'd be lower scores. I don't know. He never came back to me with any math.
He came back to me. He was right.
It was lower?
Yeah.
Well, it had better flow. And that's what Brogan Miles. Man, this kid. Another three for Brogan Miles. I bet it's 5 threes.
He's been dialed in. And we talked about his impressive week one. That's continuing here. He's making a great case for an MVP candidate here in the top 50.
Owen Bowden is fouled. Going to put him at the line 1 for 2. Brogan Miles is going to be a senior.
Yeah.
This is his senior year.
Got a guest commentator.
Yes, we do. She's playing hide and seek for mom and dad.
She's winning right now.
She is winning. I don't think they have any idea where she is. So I've got 47-41. The scoreboard inside has got it at now 47-41. So I now have it at 49-41. I'll change it to the one on the inside as Reiser comes away with a loose ball. And now she's got a long walk to find dad. As Reiser misses that one, tracked down by McConkey, sends it out to Fisher for 3.
I haven't called Zach's name a ton. I think he just had a pair of points in that first half, but you see him hit that 3, give himself a clap. So he's getting locked in offensively again.
Somebody's got to see the ball go through the hoop. Fisher can get called for the foul. That was an aggressive dribble there from Ike Palmer. So Malachi Spencer will come on along with Luke West. I almost want to call him Adam West. That's going to take me a long to not do that. Batman. Ball the corner, Bay can't get it to go. And West had it for a moment off the leg of Palmer. And we'll go down the floor with the Fury.
That's a great scrappy play there by Luke. I don't know that he's really in position to get that cleanly, but just kind of does enough to muddy it up and get that to go out off of the opponent. He'll get the basketball.
Couldn't get that one to go. McConkey with another board and bucket. I do believe I just saw Jackson Johnson walk in the building.
I think he's in it.
He's in it, but I didn't know, Brody's not going to be available till later on. So it'll be fun to see Jackson.
Yeah.
Because I know he's coming, but I didn't know if his schedule allowed it.
Yeah, he's on the Alley Cats, who are due up for our middle game tonight. So
we hear so often that our youth are so overly scheduled. Just didn't know.
in fairness, he's on official trips and,
Yeah.
everything else. Can be tough to fit in.
But it's fun when one of the best players in the state's going to come play in the top 50 is Malachi. Skies for that board and gets the layup.
You could probably argue the highest profile player in the senior class.
Yeah, either he or Brody.
And I think because he's got an SC offer.
So is Brody.
Brody does?
Brody's
Okay.
Final Four.
I wasn't aware of.
Yeah, Brody's Final Four
candidates.
is USC, Stanford, BYU, and Utah.
Okay.
I think that decision's coming up pretty soon, too.
Okay. I mean, I'm surprised Idaho isn't on that list, but we can talk to Brody about that. Beautiful
Brody,
new
call
facility up there.
Brody just text me. Call in and we'll do the interview. That shot drops for Drisdom. Sua sends that in McConkey. Rosebeer nearly got the Jordan on Malone's steal. As that layup goes by the wayside there for Brogan Miles. Drisdom on the run. Sends it back out to Bay. Got it back up top. Drisdom for three. Couldn't get it to go over his teammate McConkey. Now on the run with Miles. Miles gives it up to Spencer. Oh, man. Some contact
play
in there. Now on the run with Ike Palmer. He can't get it. Sewell with the board.
We're going to need some Gatorade when this play's done.
Nice reverse layup there for
Yeah, it was Spencer.
Malachi Spencer.
Time for some electrolytes.
I'm seeing if they're stopping the clock. But they're not. So we're just going to roll right through with just a little.
Huh. I thought players were heading to benches, so.
Yeah. Wait and see when our in-house starts the clock. So got some substitutions in. We had a little bit of frenetic pace there. Nice pass. Blocked from behind by Spencer. And what
nice save.
Impressive last 2 minutes from Malachi.
Yeah.
Spencer Kranich sends that one back to Simon Sua. Simon straight away three. Got it. No, two. Give it a two. Just a long deuce. Lind sends that to Larson, who had a terrific first half.
Back to a double-digit lead here.
And remember, the Volcanoes cut it. Well, actually took the lead for a moment. After trailing double digits. Rosebeer short on the three. Ball goes off the hand of Cale Barclay, and it'll go back to the Fury. Next game is?
We got the Rockford Lightning and the Indiana Alley Cats.
Sounds like a 1960s rock and roll show.
It's the Alley Cats is what does it, right?
I just think of the movie, that thing you do. We got John D. and the Walkers. We got the Hollyhawks. At the Vicksburg in Pittsburgh.
And the Oneaters.
The Oneaters. Said that one into Cale Barclay, and Barclay with the easy layup. Kevin Pollock, man, that guy's a treasure. Sends that one out to Miles. Off on the three. Sua saves it right into the hands of Larson.
This was how they kind of came back originally, was getting some speed up and down the floor, defensive stops. Couldn't capitalize there.
Corner three did not drop for Drisdom. Come quickly back the other way, and West stops and pops, and it's a 13-point lead. I mentioned Luke West, a class of 2026. He and Rise are both class of 2026 on that Fury roster.
On the other roster, you have Isaiah Drisdom and Isaiah Bay. We're talking about a lot of youth in this top 50. Got good years of basketball ahead of us.
Back this way, and it's the layup for Zach Fisher as Rosebeer pulls for three and hits his second.
It's a quick trigger there. Reiser trying to close it out. Rosary able to shoot up and over.
Let's say we got more Isaiahs in this game than the Bible does.
Yeah, we do have quite a few.
And with Zach Fisher, that
Still,
three that fell for Fisher kind of got him moving.
Yeah, still some complication to their game, but not nearly the complication that you'll find in other texts.
Yep. Chapter 29 is a good one. Drisden foul, going to put him at the line 1 for 2. We will shoot 2 free throws underneath 2 minutes. As a free throw good, 64-52. They did that in year 1. Last year we didn't do it. I think we kind of all saw that, hey, let's just go ahead and go back to it. It's kind of nice. If the tournament can do it, why not us? Malachi Spencer, that could have been a carry.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised there wasn't a call there.
They don't have out of bounds.
Fresh legs coming in here. See if that can maybe help the Volcanoes here dial back in this one.
If my eyes don't deceive me, I believe that's we know that assistant coach across the way. Is that shot was off the hands of oh my heavens, Dominic Funnelloff. But give me a second. It's a younger brother that played at Alta.
Namdar?
Yeah, it looks like Sammy Namdar across the way. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looks like him. As inside McConkey.
Why not?
With another layup.
Continues with his fantastic night.
Put that ball inside. Oh, got him off his feet. And they're back, or the put back there for Dominic Funnelloff, his 4th point of the night.
Back to single digits.
Adam West did it. West sends it out. The 3 for Fisher does not go. And then Luke West with the steal. Adam had a short-lived time on the floor, but Luke with the steal and foul.
There's no Namdar on the staff at Salt Lake Community
Just looks
College.
like him.
Yeah. Math is hard.
You know, garbage in, garbage out.
Yeah, thank you. First of all, Preston wasn't any help in our research. So I'm having to look at research and do math. Cut a guy a break. Besides, I'm sure they're hiding points somewhere. So Fisher bringing it up as it's to 10 here. Fisher couldn't get that to go. Batted around.
McConkey gets that one up. Oh, missing the dunk.
I don't know how he stayed in.
Spencer Kranich. He lawyered his way along the baseline. I mean, this is going to become a thing. We'll make sure see if he gets adjusted, but as that shot doesn't go, rebound to Reiser. It should at least be 68-56, I believe. They didn't put the last free throw points on. As the 3 from the corner from West doesn't go, rebound the hands of Dominic.
It's a nice tap out, getting that past McConkey into some space where he can possess it.
Palmer for 3.
And just for everyone who's around my vicinity, it's single digits. Just verified that. Yeah, hey, we're 1 for 2.
And even with the 2 points, I think that should be on the board. It'd still be single digits. Look at you.
Oh, they just cut it back. We just keep jinxing the score. They must have ruled that at 2.
And now again, this isn't being critical, but I think there's 4 points that the Fury have not been awarded on this scoreboard.
And by gum, Dusty wants the.
I
want my
saying.
$2.
Are you making fun of my automobile? McConkey can't get that one on the run. Dominic and a double dribble. Caught up a little bit of the defense there and turns it over.
Yeah, it would have been over the backboard anyway. So, of course, that just won't hurt shooting percentages because the stoppage before. It's a win for everybody. A win-win-win. Pull up inside the arc, back rim. It was a good-looking shot. Couldn't get it to go on the run out. Drisdom inside the Dominic, and that's now 6 points for the young man out of Hunter High School. Tell you, no give up. A couple times having to come back from double digits tonight.
And they cut the deficit in half.
A good push.
Down the lane and took a little bit of a bump. A nice finish for Spencer Kranich.
Yeah.
And now, West had a steal momentarily. Float it up and roll it home.
Well, that's a tough pass for Palmer to feed that
Barclay.
through. And
Oh, pardon me, that was Bowden.
Bodden. Yeah, Bodden was the one who was able to get the finish, but I couldn't believe Palmer got that to him.
Fisher, beautiful. Gets that one to drop.
I don't remember a lot of runners like that from Zach last year. Be a nice addition for that Davis offense.
I'm sure Chad's watching. Look at the skill set, Chad. Tristram rolls that one in. How about we had a Bowden score a touchdown on Sunday in the NFL? Immediately said, we got a kid in Utah the last name. I hadn't seen that last name. Now I've seen Bowden, but B-A-W-D-E-N. D-E-D-E-Den. D-E-N. I'm spelling like my 5-year-old over here.
Bowden.
It's a new letter, Den. As Drisdom can't get that one to go. The rebound to West, quickly ahead. Kranich, Euro. Oh no. Jeez. As Drisdom goes back the other way and lays it in.
Down to 4.
Luke West fouled. And we get a whistle on this one. And put West at the line. Again, game 2 coming up next. The Alley Cats versus, I want to say Rockford Peaches, but I know that's wrong.
The Lightning. The Rockford Lightning. Yeah.
When I think of Indiana, I think of Lightning.
When I think of Lightning, I think of Tampa Bay.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah. Because we all know Dusty's a big hockey guy. Big hockey guy.
Huge.
Palmer.
There we go. And that one comes off. On the run with Fisher. Sends that ball to the corner. 3 ball on the way. No, Malachi Spencer backside board.
Usually those 3-point shots have a long rebound, but that one dropped right to where Malachi was able to get a nice finish.
Oh, tough miss.
Rebounds on both ends for Spencer.
Yeah, he skied up there for that one. Got the hops of like Jacoby Kemp. Remember how high Jacoby Kemp would get from Layton?
Yeah.
Jarice used to get all the flash, but I mean, Jacoby could feel like his elbow was going to hit the rim.
Kemp was more of a player around the rim. Jarice was really occupying the whole floor, but they were 2 of the more athletic finishers that we've seen outside of Kearns in a long time.
Well, how about you have, I mean, we have a lot of players in the NFL, but you had 2 Layton Lancers that are in the NFL.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if, beautiful drive.
Is Kemp still in the NFL?
He was on the Super Bowl team last year.
Yeah, I don't recall.
I needed to double check.
Okay.
But Julian, hopefully he's going to stay healthy playing for the Colts. Send that one out to Reiser. No. And now in the hands of the Volcanoes. A chance to make it a 1-score game. Rosevear short on the 3. Gets it back. Rosevear goes high-low. And easy 2 for Barclay. It's a 4-point game.
Boy, so often you want to atone for that miss, and you take that shot in the paint. But that's heady play by Rosevear, seeing his big man underneath for the easier finish.
Oh, Sua. He dribbled right to a spot you normally like to dribble to, but it just opened up for him. Lays that one in. Come back the other way. Drisdom gets his own board and lay in.
Boy, Sua had the initial stop there. Got a nice deflection on the go up, but Drisdom able to hang with it.
Oh, they ran into their own guys.
Yeah, Drisdom a little slow to get up.
Yeah, he's got a lamer. Took a knee to the side of the leg there. It'll be inbound along the far side. I believe it's 2 fouls inside of 2 minutes. Now they started the clock a little quick here on Preston. That's not on him. Come back the other way, Reiser. Sends it up top. Brogan Miles. Oh, nice job by Rosevear. Right to the hands. Malachi Spencer sends out Isaiah Reiser. No. And the rebound to Lind.
Yeah, no one around to crash the glass there.
So we'll get our clock synced up here momentarily. That three does not go for Rosevear. Into the hands of Drisdom. Sends it out to Lind. Lind spins down the lane and lays it in.
Wow.
2-point game.
What a job by Lind.
And now we'll have a foul. But we got it at 33 seconds. We'll match it. So at the line, Isaiah Reiser. Short on the free throw, and now a chance to tie or take the lead for the Volcanoes.
Stoppage here as we get, 27 on the clock here.
So I'll sync it at if they want to get nitpicky, it should be at 30. That's okay.
Chance to win it here.
A chance to tie or win it with the three. Drisdom out there with Fisher. An interesting matchup. Still had a foul to give. Good one to give up there by Fisher. We'll clock down to 12 seconds. Quickly into Rosevear, back out. Here's Lind with 8. Sam Lind goes at Malachi Spencer, sends it to the corner. Drisdom for the win, and got it. Trailed all game long, had one moment where they led, and Isaiah Drisdom gives the Volcanoes a 77-76 win.
Wow, what a play. Drisdom had a couple looks from 3 in the final minutes, didn't take them when that ball got to him. I was curious how he was going to step up in the moment. He drills it. What a shot from Isaiah Drisdom.
Outstanding. Well, fun one in our first game of the triple header. Dan, your selection of a top 50 player of the game.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Isaiah. He hit a game winner like that. I thought he ran the ball very well, ran the offense well up and down the floor. Of course, you hit a game winner. Stamp it. Isaiah Drisdom, congratulations.
Again, our final score, the Volcanoes 77 and the Fury 76. On the game winner at the horn for Drisdom. Isaiah Drisdom, the class of 2026 member of the Highland High School basketball team. But a big one tonight to get us kicked off on our triple header. Game 2 coming up next. But for Vince Francis and Dane Stewart, I'm Dusty Lister. Thanks for joining us and for watching KSL Sports Rewind's coverage of the Utah Top 50 on KSLSports.com.